Thank you for joining us on ERi-TV English News Broadcast, dear viewers, and do stay tuned for our local and international news for Monday, the 23rd of December 2024. I'm Heaven Johans, your news anchor for this session. Let's begin with the major headlines. Effort to enhance agricultural sector in Gashbarka region. Vocational training for youth in Af'abet subzone. France withdraws soldiers from Chad. And Cuba staged protests at U.S. Embassy over sanctions. Domestic news follows. Meeting conducted on 21 December in Barantu highlighted that encouraging efforts have been exerted in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture, local administrations, agricultural experts and farmers to enhance the agricultural sector in the Gashbarka region. Mr. Abubakar Osman, Director General of Agriculture and Land in the region, stated that the Gashbarka region is rich in arable land and livestock resources. He emphasized that through collective efforts at the government level and with the Ministry of Agriculture, the agricultural sector is steadily expanding. Mr. Abubakar highlighted that in 2024, community-based and farmer-focused preparations were carried out. Various training programs were organized, resulting in ample harvests and encouraging developments in irrigation farming. He further noted that over 18,000 hectares of water diversion schemes and terraces have been renovated. Approximately 8,700 cubic meters of dry organic fertilizer and 50,000 liters of liquid fertilizer were distributed, and about 1.1 million quintals of vegetables and fruits have been supplied to markets. In addition, as part of efforts to control the spread of tree locusts, pesticides were sprayed on about 4,800 hectares of land. 9 dams are under construction, with the construction of 5 already completed. These dams collectively have the capacity to hold 1.2 million cubic meters of water. Speaking at the occasion, Mr. Arrafaina Berhe, Minister of Agriculture, said the ministry is working to develop small and medium-scale agri-businesses as well as coordinated small-scale family agricultural activities. He called for reinforced participation in implementing these programs. Ambassador Mahmoud Ali Houri, governor of the region, on his part, noted that the abundant agricultural yield collected this year was the result of coordinated efforts by agricultural experts, farmers and local administrations, supported by ample rainfall. He also called for stronger efforts to improve the agricultural sector in both quantity and quality. The participants conducted extensive discussions on the issues that were raised during the meeting and adopted various recommendations, including giving due attention to the development of green animal fodder, expanding livestock vaccination programs, as well as conducting sustainable awareness-raising activities. In another news, the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students in the Af'abet subzone provided a vocational training program for 123 youth, including 45 females from the subzone. The participants included teachers and individuals from various institutions in the area. Mr. Musa Mohammed Said, head of the union branch in the subzone, emphasized the importance of the training program in enhancing the overall capacity of the youth. He commended the enthusiasm demonstrated by both trainees and trainers throughout the program. Mr. Musa also mentioned that health-related seminars were organized for over 7,500 junior and high school students in 16 schools. Expressing appreciation for the organization of the training program, Mr. Ahmed Mohammed Noor, administrator of the subzone, stated that the subzonal administration will play its part in ensuring the sustainability of such initiatives. The trainees in turn expressed gratitude for the opportunity and pledged to apply their newly acquired skills in practical settings. Dear viewers, do stay tuned for our international news after the short break. Welcome back. France has begun the withdrawal of its soldiers from Chad. The French Defense Ministry made these known after Chad ended military cooperation with the former colonial power last month. As such, 120 French soldiers have already left the African country and returned to France, the Defense Ministry stated. Chad had, on November 28 this year, announced its decision to end a long-standing defense accord with Paris. The departure of the French soldiers took place in the presence of Chadian military authorities, which, according to the ministry statement, testifies the cooperation between the two countries in the field of security. It's to be recalled that France had already withdrawn its forces from Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger upon the country's decisions. In today's last news, tens of thousands of Cubans marched in front of the U.S. Embassy in Havana last week to protest against the long-standing U.S. sanctions in the final weeks of the Biden administration. Cuban officials have repeatedly stated President Joe Biden's failure to lift restrictions imposed by President-elect Donald Trump during his first term, on the top of already comprehensive sanctions. Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel said that Biden has complied with the policy that Trump approved during his mandate. The president also called on Biden to reverse Trump's designation of Cuba as a state of sponsor of terrorism, a move that has limited its ability to engage in international financial transactions. The demonstration, led by Raul Castro, referred to as the leader of the revolution, and President Miguel Diaz-Canel, was the first in more than a decade organized in front of the U.S. diplomatic headquarters to protest the country's Cuba policy, signaling a more confrontational posture by the Caribbean island nation. The government charged U.S. sanctions are largely to blame for leaving a significant part of the population to face daily power outages, double-digit inflation, and shortage of basic goods, water and fuel. With this, we conclude our news for this session. Dear viewers, now a quick recap of the major headlines. Efforts to enhance agricultural sector in Gashbarka region. Vocational training for youth in Afabet subzone. France withdraws soldiers from Chad. And Cuba staged protest at U.S. Embassy over sanctions. This was The World on Monday with ERi-TV English News broadcast. Dear viewers, thank you for joining. It's officially a goodbye from us.